Hello everyone, it's me, Adela. For those of you who don't know me, I am a branding and strategy consultant specializing in creative and passion-driven businesses. This video is part of a series where we're going through all those essential exercises you should do when you're starting a new brand or a new business. Last week, we introduced the concept of customer persona. So if you haven't watched that video, I highly recommend you start with that one first. You can click this link up here and go straight to that. Now, if you have seen this video, you might remember that a customer persona is the personification of your whole audience into one single individual. In today's video, we're going to go through the different ways you can actually use this customer persona when making decisions and driving strategies for your business. The first thing that this customer persona can help you with is creating products and services that fits your customer lifestyle. When you understand this person's personality and lifestyle, you can actually guess which kind of features are they going to appreciate the most. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you want to do a yoga pants line and you want to decide what kind of models, what kind of colors, what kind of features to put in your product. Okay, so let's go back to our customer persona. Is our customer persona an experienced yogi? Is our customer persona maybe someone who wants to start getting into shape but still not very comfortable with their body? Depending on these things, you might want to decide things as important as the quality of the materials that you're going to use, the color that you're going to use, the shape that you're going to give to your garment. Maybe if it's for plus size, you want to bring that waistline up so it's going to keep the tummy down. If you keep your customer persona in mind, you're going to be able to deliver something really special. Something really special that is also going to automatically set you apart from all the other options in the market. Second one, it's going to allow you to talk to them in their own language. When I say talk to them in their own language, I don't mean English or Spanish. When we're talking about brand profile, we talked about voice. This is strongly related to the customer as well. The voice that you want to choose needs to be one that's going to resonate with your customer within the context of your brand. Depending on who are you targeting and depending on the services that you're offering, you want to sound like an expert, like an advisor, from an elevated position, or you want to talk from a peer-to-peer basis, like a friend, like a community, or you even want to talk from a very humble position, elevating the customer, which often happens in luxury brands, for example. But this speaking to them in their own language goes beyond that. It also means talk to them about issues that interest them. Now in marketing, we need to continue a conversation, even if we're not talking about products. You probably heard about the 80-20 rule when it comes to marketing. 80% content, 20% promotion. So when you're generating that content, when you're going to tell them a story, knowing your customer, it's going to also help you figure out which story to put into your marketing strategy to engage them in the most impactful way. Number 3, figure out which emotions are most likely to drive them. Now, not to get super technical, but we have 5 basic emotions. And if you have seen Disney's Inside Out, you probably remember. These emotions are joy, sadness, fear, anger, and disgust. Marketing nowadays is really trying to engage with the customer on an emotional level. We're trying to make them feel something and create a connection with our brand through these feelings. The feelings we're going to want to evoke will depend on our customer emotional profile because we don't feel things the same way, right? So we want to understand their particular emotional profile, and we also want to understand which emotion is going to generate that relationship with our brand. Let's give you an example. Let's say they want to sell puppy food, right? Dog food that's specific for puppies. Then probably you want to do an ad that is super cute with puppies and babies. And this is going to create in your customer like a feeling of joy, like when they see their puppy running to them. And this is going to make them want to buy your product. But if what you're trying to sell is safety car seats for children, then maybe it's actually fear that you want to evoke. All emotions can actually be used. Even disgust, if you think about it, is used very often by cleaning products. So if we circle back to your product, if we take one, the kind of emotions that your product is most likely to evoke, and two, the emotional profile of your particular customer, you can really know where to aim when you're designing all of those strategies. 4, understand what is the best time to reach them. If you have pictured the lifestyle of your customer, you understand how their day looks like from beginning to end. So you understand when are they going to be more receptive to receiving communication from your side. Especially for social media, it is critical to know when to publish, because you need to make sure that they have visibility within the few minutes after you publish them. Otherwise, you're not going to get the impact. We normally check our social media when we have a little free time, commute times, lunch breaks, and evenings, and some of the highest traffic within social media. But what does commute time mean? What does lunchtime break mean? What does evening mean? Depends on many things. It depends on what are you doing, what's your lifestyle. It depends on where are you located. Even the days of the week, which are working days, depends on your region. I'm right now in Dubai. Here in Middle East, we work Sunday to Thursday. So weekend is Friday and Saturday. However, in most places of the world, weekend is Saturday, Sunday. And then we have time zones. Time zones complicate everything, because if you want to target Middle East and US, then you have completely different time zones. And when somebody is having their lunch break, the other person is having dinner. And for someone, they just started the weekend, and for somebody, they're in a work week. This is one of the key reasons that international companies tend to have different Instagram accounts and different Facebook accounts depending on the country, because it actually allows you to publish at the times that is most relevant for the clients in that country. 5, very related to this one, is know where to find them. Figure out all of the possible touch points that your brand could potentially have with the customer. Where can you enter in contact with them so you can grasp their attention? Do they drive to work, or do they take the metro? If they drive 1 hour to work and they get stuck in traffic, then an advertisement on the radio is still a valid marketing strategy. However, if they take the metro, then you can go for Spotify ads or for a banner on the stations, etc., etc. Understand also which social media platforms to find them, because especially if you're starting, if you're a solopreneur and just starting a business and you're going to try to keep up with all of the social media platforms, you're going to drive yourself crazy. I keep repeating all the time, make life easier for yourself. Social media is one of the things when I see up and coming entrepreneurs spending so much time without a particular reason. Social media is fantastic. It's a very good tool, and you can do a big impact with little to no money. But make sure you're using the right channel and make sure you're creating the right content. And what strategy is the best really, really depends on both your product and your customer. And then we have 6, understand how to retain them. Now, another mistake we tend to do is considering the sale as the final step of the process. You need to be able to turn a sale into a loyal customer, and after sales strategies are very important to that. However, depending on the personality and the lifestyle of your customer, after sales approach can bring them closer to loyalty or can actually push them away. The kind of initiatives that you're going to have for post-sale should also be catered to your customer profile, because there is many things that you can do. You can just touch base and ask how did this go, or even direct them to a review website. You can offer them some sort of discount for their next purchase. You can suggest complementary items to the one that they bought. There is other companies that beyond just trying to get repeated sales, they're actually trying to form a community with their users. So they're opening up things like Facebook groups, even Slack channels or Reddit closed groups to make sure that the customers interact with each other. This is super smart, not only because it helps build that idea of tribe and community, but it also makes your customer service department's lives so much easier, because a lot of users are much likely to ask opinion from a peer than from the company itself. Okay, to recap, how can your customer persona help you drive decisions in your business? It can help you create products and services that fit their lifestyle. It allows you to talk to them in their own language. It shows you which emotions to use in order to engage them, understand what is the best time to reach out to them, and what is the best place that you can find them. And finally, how to retain them after your first sale. I hope this video is useful. As usual, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments or reach out to me through any of our social media channels. And remember, we're going to be publishing new content every week. So if you don't want to miss it, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.